Let's talk about the fundamental difference between a mind that soars and a mind that stagnates. You've probably heard the saying, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. But have you ever stopped to really think about what that means and how it applies to your life? This isn't just some motivational quote. It's a framework for how you approach the world, how you think, and ultimately, how you succeed. If you're serious about leveling up, you need to recognize where your thoughts dwell. Are you focused on the ideas that will shape your future? Or are you wasting your energy talking about things that won't matter in a week? Worse, are you caught up in the toxic cycle of gossip and petty discussions about people? Let's break it down and figure out how to elevate your thinking to the level of greatness. Let's get brutally honest. The way you think determines the trajectory of your entire life. The thoughts you allow to dominate your mind dictate your decisions, your actions, and ultimately, your results. If you spend your time focused on small-minded things, gossip and shallow chatter, you'll find yourself stuck in mediocrity. But if you train your mind to dwell on ideas, to see possibilities, and to ask the hard questions, you're no longer a spectator. You become a creator, a builder, and a leader. Small minds thrive on gossip. They're addicted to the drama of other people's lives because it distracts them from their own lack of purpose. They'll sit around tearing others down, pointing out flaws and spreading rumors, thinking it makes them look better by comparison. But here's the truth. Gossip is a trap. It's a cheap, fleeting source of satisfaction that leaves you emptier than before. When you waste time discussing people, you're giving away your power. You're focusing on things you can't control instead of working on yourself. Gossip doesn't build, it destroys. It poisons relationships, fosters jealousy, and leaves you stuck in a cycle of negativity. And let's be real, when you're talking about others, chances are they're not thinking about you. They're out there building their lives while you're stuck in the mud. The real danger of gossip is how it warps your mind over time. It trains you to see the worst in people, to assume the worst motives, and to always look for flaws instead of solutions. It's not just a waste of time. It's a habit that corrodes your character. If you surround yourself with gossipers, you'll inevitably become one too. To grow beyond this, you must consciously choose to rise above it. Walk away from conversations that revolve around tearing others down, and use that time to focus on building yourself up. Gossip is for the small-minded, and you're better than that. Now, average minds are a step up, but they're still stuck in mediocrity. They focus on events, things happening around them, in the news, or in their immediate surroundings. This kind of thinking is reactive, not proactive. It's about observing the world, but not shaping it. Average minds talk endlessly about what happened, but they rarely ask why it happened or how it could be improved. This level of thinking feels safer because it doesn't demand much creativity or effort. It's easier to talk about the latest headline or a recent social trend than to challenge yourself to create something new. But the comfort zone of discussing events is a dead end. It keeps you grounded in the present and blinds you to the opportunities of the future. The trap of discussing events lies in its passivity. It allows you to feel informed without actually taking action. You might know every detail about what's happening in the world, but what are you doing with that information? Greatness comes not from observation, but from creation. To break free, you need to move from reacting to events to analyzing them, understanding their implications, and most importantly, using that knowledge to drive action. Here's where the magic happens. Great minds don't waste time on gossip or get bogged down in the details of events. They think about ideas, concepts that have the power to change lives, reshape industries, and create futures. They ask, what if? And then they act on it. They're not concerned with what others are doing or what's trending. They're too busy building something meaningful. Discussing ideas means you're operating on a higher plane. You're thinking critically, creatively, and strategically. You're exploring solutions to problems, envisioning new possibilities, and challenging the status quo. This is the mindset that leads to innovation, progress, and success. But here's the kicker. Discussing ideas isn't just about intellectual curiosity. It's about execution. Great minds don't just dream, they do. They take their ideas and turn them into reality, even when the odds are stacked against them. They're not afraid to fail because they understand that every failure is a step towards success. If you want to elevate your thinking, you need to stop talking about what could be and start making it happen. Ideas are seeds, but they only grow if you plant and nurture them with action. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and encourage you to think bigger. If your conversations always revolve around gossip or shallow topics, it's time to find new people to talk to. Feed your mind. Great ideas come from exposure to new perspectives. Read books, listen to podcasts, and seek out content that expands your understanding of the world. The more you learn, the more ideas you'll have to discuss. Ask bigger questions. Stop asking what happened and start asking what's possible. Push yourself to think beyond the immediate and explore the bigger picture. Focus on creation. Turn your ideas into action. Whether it's writing, building, or starting something new, the act of creating helps you refine your thinking and brings your ideas to life. These aren't just tips. They're the blueprint for a new way of living. Elevating your thinking means committing to a higher standard, not just for yourself, but for the people you influence. The path to greatness. In the end, the level of your thinking determines the quality of your life. Small minds stay stuck in the shallow waters of gossip. Average minds tread the surface, content to observe the events around them. But great minds, they dive deep, exploring the vast ocean of ideas and bringing back treasures that have the power to change the world. When you elevate your mind to discuss ideas, you unlock the potential for greatness, not just in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. You inspire, innovate, and create a ripple effect that goes far beyond what you can see. The question is, will you choose to stay in the shallows, or will you rise above and set your sights on something greater? The choice is yours, and the legacy you leave will depend on it.